Wish he just like if he just talked to me, I could probably
If you
clear
just
up.
believed all my
But
lies,
if you
like
just would bow down to all of my lies and let me hypnotize you and induce you into a false reality, then you would see that I am the God Emperor
Right.
of mankind. Like, no.
You know what my mom told me?
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa,
Whoa. I love now he relies on the credibility of state workers, to
Exactly.
be honest, right? Meanwhile, all the other state officers, you know, the police, they're all lying. But you can trust that one because they agree with me. This is like when you start techno babbling on Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's like the molecules and the molecular level have shifted, and it's the electrolysis of the then has led to this result, Captain. Like, shut the fuck up, man. So we're dealing with the Rekieta cope. The Rekieta cope is endless. He's brought on his father, Diddler Dax. Let me tell you
This is
something
sad.
about this stream they did last night.
Go.
It had all the vibes of like a retarded son, like an intellectually disabled, like autistic or Down syndrome son, showing his disappointed alcoholic father his macaroni paintings. Hey, Dad, you want to put it up on the fridge? And then Dax would just be like, yeah, I'm real
Whoa.
proud of you, son.
Yeah, let's
He's
go.
just slamming a fucking beer. Like when Rekieta tells him, yeah, I got my kids home. I got them back. Dax like gives him the most like flat, non-emotional answer ever. He's
What is
just
it?
like, great. The
Wow.
way he says great.
Great.
Oh, it's not great that he got his kids back. He doesn't give a fuck
You
that Rekieta got his kids back. But it's just both of them. They're like, well, who has more files in their community, Sean? Us or Kiwi Farm, Sean? And that's the debate.
You know what it
The
reminds
debate
me
is
of?
who has more pedophiles. It's like, whoa, guys, can you believe it? Diddler, Dax, and Vito are pedos there. Can you believe it? Kiwi Farms, nobody ever thought this before, has files on their site. As does pretty much every site has files somewhere, right? But now this is what the argument's about. No, you have more files. No, you have more files. Instead of the actual argument is Rekieta was caught with 26 grams of cocaine, f***ed out of his mind. His children starving in stinking clothes, begging for a change of clothes on the body cam that Rekieta won't let anyone see. And his daughter tested positive for cocaine. But don't worry, bros. Just trust the plan.
Oh yeah, trust it.
He has a really good explanation for why the test happened. He just can't tell us. He just can't tell us now. He's able to tell us just about everything else about his case. Doesn't seem to have any problem at all talking about the case against the advice of any sane or competent lawyer in the world, right?
Any person.
But he just can't tell us. But meanwhile, this is his cope, right? He's like, well, guys, black people are discriminated against in the system. And if you inject 2 grams of cocaine into a black person, it'll show up as 4 grams. When with a white person, it would only be 2 grams. And it's like, but Rekieta, your daughter ain't black. In the words of Joe Biden. She ain't black, though. So who gives a fuck? Oh, but the test is racist. But y'all white, bitches. So it's like the test is racist is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. As is whether or not Josh's penis works, whether Josh has pedophile doesn't, it's all irrelevant, brother, dude.
So his argument is that black people are set up. They sprinkle crack on black people, therefore Rekieta.
No, seriously. He's a dick about this. I'm like, who gives a fuck? For one, who gives a fuck? And for 2, you ain't black. You ain't black. That's seriously, this motherfucker is talking about. He goes, they said to me when I came into the courtroom, we're not used to a man of your socioeconomic status being in here. He's like flexing that. It's like, first of all, this never happened. They never said, oh yes, regal Lord Rekieta, you of such great wealth and status have blessed this courtroom with your presence. And they all bowed it like this. And then everybody clapped. The judge clapped there, Rekieta. But even if it did happen, let's take him at his word that this did happen, right? Shouldn't you be fucking ashamed that you're in that circumstance with all the poor drug addict, degenerate bums? That you're in the exact same place that handles and processes these fiends of society, the dregs and the degenerate swine? That's where you are, despite your socioeconomic status, brother. So, I mean, this whole thing is like, bro, look at my big W's, bro. I got my kids back. Now, I did have to attach this fucking probe into my arm with a patch that detects and sends to the government when I do drugs. And I had to bow down to the state and lick the boot.
Yeah, so it's like an ankle bracelet, but it scans you like constantly?
No, it's like a fucking, you know how they have those things for people with diabetes that test their blood sugar?
Yeah.
He's got one of those, but it tests his blood for drugs.
Oh.
So if he does any drugs, the government will know and be able to felt him. It's like, is this really a W, sir?
No.
Because we all know you also hate your kids and you view them as a burden. So let's be real.
Exactly.
It's obviously not a W for you. This is a big time L. You've gone against all your stated bullshit libertarian principles. I'm going to fight the government to the bitter end. The NAP shall not be infringed. Ah! You know, we will fight them on the beaches and in the hills, but I shall never take the piss test. You've given up on all of that. You've licked the dirt off the government boot and submitted your blood to the state. But you've got a big W there, buddy. I'm sure, pal.
It was like when Ralph won. He's like, I won the ability to pay child support. And we're like, congratulations.
My baldo.
Congratulations, dude.
These W's are only a result of the massive L that you were so fucking shittered you jerked off on live stream or got your dick sucked by your fucking mistress. The jury's still out on which it was.
The mistress. Let's be fucking honest, dude.
You know,
let's not joke.
You got powder on your nose, bleeding from your nose, a total fucking horror show mess. Your house got raided. Your kids were taken away from you. You were charged, facing 25 years in prison, buddy.
Your views on YouTube have tanked. Career.
The other polycule cuckold reveals that you're a cuck, that you let him f your wife, that your doesn't work, and that's why you have to put on the baldo and take fucking Cialis to just approach getting hard, and you were upset you couldn't perform and watched Aaron and Holte f your wife from the corner, buddy. This is your life, Rekieta. But guess what? I won because Josh has a file on his website. Who would have foreseen it? A file being on Kiwi. Whoa! Whoa, buddy. It's definitely a big dub, pal. Like, get a grip, bro. What is he even arguing?
But he hangs out with Vito.
I know.
He hangs out with Vito.
It's like at one point you get frustrated because you're like, how can he just lie like this? And how can they be so shameless that while he's got a diddler on the line with him, he's giving this moral lecture about pedophilia on Kiwi Farm. Well, he's got Diddler Dax and Pedo Vito in the holding deck. It's like, what? But at a certain point, you just have to laugh your ass off. It's like a sort
because it makes no sense.
But look at these analytics. He's a real winner.
You see it? Yep, there he goes.
A wiener.
We got at almost minus 100 subs a day. He's getting 7,000 views
a day
on all his videos a day.
I'll tell you, he's a non-streaming live streamer, non-practicing lawyer.
Ooh, that's dirt.
That's down, bro. Look at the subscribership, buddy.
It's over.
It's dying.
What's his?
pal.
Oh, is that
He's
his
a
newest?
non-parenting parent there.
His newest video here. Yikes!
Like Safo Rekieta, and he's like, guys, I'm not going to be embarrassed. The omnibus hearing isn't going to be presented on the 21st. It's too late, Rekieta. We already saw you in County Blues. We already saw you in chains before the judge in the hearing already. The visual will never be washed away, brother. And guess what? If it does go to trial, if you don't bow down and kiss the government's boot and kiss their ring and do exactly as they say, not only will the whole trial be streamed, buddy, but the body cam footage will come out in evidence, pal. So they have you between a rock and a hard place, and they'll be able to exact whatever deal they want out of you because they know right well how desperate you are to avoid giving Kiwi Farms any sort of W. Which it's very sad that this has become for him not about actually getting his kids back or actually being found innocent in a court of his peers, but it's become about battling with Kiwi Farms. As though that even fucking matters.
It's the Josh Moon battle.
It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Even if he felts Josh, even if he proves Josh's whole website is full of files, it doesn't change the fact that it doesn't work. Yeah. It doesn't change the fact he has to put on a baldo to fuck his wife who gets fucked by other men. It doesn't change the fact that his children were smelly and hungry and his daughter tested positive for cocaine. It doesn't change any of this. And it certainly doesn't change the perception in the public court of opinion of any of this. We all know what Rekieta is guilty of, but he feels like if he owns Josh Moon enough that magically people will love him and forgive him.
Yes. Oh, everyone will be back. They'll know that they were lying. Yeah. No one will say that.
They'll be back.
By the way, here, real fast here, we have two pieces of breaking news. First of all, Ralph is apparently planning to fly to Minnesota for the hearing. Imagine Ralph showing up. I got you, Rekieta. Loyal
Your
Rekieta.
Honor, objection. Loyal Rekieta is a king, and you must address him as Your Majesty Highness Baldo. What do you think about that, Your Honor? Or should I say your bitchness juice hole? Like imagine. Like, there's going to be agents from the Kiwi Farms and Ralph, because this is what's happening, right? So
yeah.
The hearing is scheduled for the 21st, which is next Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay. So Kiwi Farms is sending in their own agents, and there are other people in the area who have volunteered to go.
Yes.
So who knows how many people from Kiwi Farms are going to be there? 12, 2 dozen. But then also, Ralph is flying in. And Ralph is going to appear and start battling the Kiwi farmers in the parking lot.
Well,
we talked about the Battle of Jim's driveway. Well, it might be the Battle of Baldo's courtroom.
Actually,
the Battle of Baldo's courtroom.
So this was actually part of the second part of the news reveal. Ralph apparently has lost his passport.
So, is this like when Dick Masterson broke his wrist? He couldn't go to Portugal. I'd really like to be there for you, loyal Rekieta. I'd like to battle with you in the court and fight these Kiwi farmers, but it appears as though I have misplaced my passport, good sir. I would really love to be there, but it looks like I can't make it.
Yeah,
Candy-Ojai County, August 23rd. Candy-Ojai County, August 23rd. Candy-Ojai County. Oh, wait, damn it was the 21st? Sorry, Rekieta. I definitely wasn't zanned out and drunk. I really meant to show up to the Battle of Baldo's Deep.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh,
like Ralph lost his passport on the day.
Oh, on the day of Lord Baldo's hearing.
No.
A likely story, sir.
Yeah.
A likely story.
Tuesday, it's pretty much set in stone, right? I would say.
Yes.
We've got me, PPP, Mudahar, and DSP chained together. And we'll be doing the Chained Together streaming game. Us
Baby!
four.
The first ever co-op in I think almost a decade of Dark Side Phil. He's finally doing a co-op stream where he's chained together with the Kino Casino and the evil head of the detractors, Mudahar, in hell. And all four of us are gonna have to try and escape hell together. Can we do it? Can we ascend to the heavenly celestial kingdom? Can
Let's
the king
go!
lead us to glory? Or will it all go to fucking shit? Find out. Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Sheesh.
Every 10 subs you guys send, I'm going to sabotage the team. I'm going to f these guys over at every turn. I'm going to sow discord amongst the party. Motherfuckers are going to be
You can't do that.
They're going to be tilted.
That's not with the
We're
rules.
gonna be falling down to the pits of hell.
It's so
and then
annoying.
People are gonna get frustrated. They're gonna start yelling at each other. People are gonna get fucking exposed.
Jesus Christ. That's Tuesday at what time? You said 9:30? We'll start earlier though.
9:30. Yeah, we're gonna start at 8:30, but of course we're on Phil's schedule. We're on the king's schedule. The king's time.
The energy's on another level tonight. We have been just yelling in between all the.
He goes, enough of the ear grape. Who said that? Thou art to be banned. Thou shalt be cast out from the kingdom. For I shall thy ears whenever I feel like it, bitch.
All right.
Somebody says that the energy whiplash after listening to Matt at the internet. Hi guys, and this is Josh Moon.
I like Josh. I watch
Matt at the internet. Today we're gonna talk about how Nick Rekieta is a it. This is Nick Rekieta's drug checking patch.
Whoa.
This is the consequences of his actions. Okay? This is what this man has to submit to in order to be allowed to see his children under the supervision of the state. He has had to implant a chip in his arm that detects when his blood alcohol level goes too high or when there are drugs in his system. And if the drugs go into his bloodstream, then the government comes around and takes his kids again.
Damn.
So but he's winning though. He's winning though because he got back his children temporarily, I might add.
And his his parents have to live there, right?
Well, regardless of whether or not his parents have to live there, that was in earlier court documents. That was a proposed plan.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they are living with him. He says they're not, but he is a dirty liar that lies. But currently, he's claiming that he's a real winner because his trial on the 21st, his trial date is not going to be live streamed. And he temporarily has his kids back. Thus ignoring everything that I just stated before, he's claiming that he won.
Okay.
And we've been having this big battle the last few days with Josh Moon over who has more pedophiles in their community.
Okay.
So Josh is like, you have pedophiles, Dick Masterson and fucking Vito the Pedo in your group.
Yep. And
then Rekieta's like, but on your website, there's a pedophile that has an account. As if nobody thought there weren't any files on Kiwi Farm. There are files on Facebook. There are files on Twitter. There are files on every major website that there is under the sun, my friend. And Josh doesn't really have control over that. He doesn't know ahead of time if somebody is a file or not there, right? But even if he did, even if the whole website was crawling with files, it's actually irrelevant, Mr. Rekieta. It's actually irrelevant to the fact your 9-year-old daughter tested positive for cocaine. It's irrelevant to that your children were starving. That's what they were telling the church people that you sent them to. They also, according to the people at the church, were stinking because you didn't wash their clothes because you were too busy getting high off of cocaine, Mr. Rekieta. Let's not forget that you've been outed as a cuckold. Who's this? Can't get hard. But you know, Josh Moon there in the Kiwi farms, even if you felted them, buddy, even if you got the farms closed down, all of that would still be true, buddy. And you'd still have that patch on your arm where the government monitors you like a milk-fed gimp cuckold slave and tells you what substances you can put in your body, bitch. That's your life, bro. But I'm winning. Yeah, you're a real wiener, buddy.
Yeah.
You're really fucking winning, pal.
He's such a bitch.
Oh, he really is, pal.
Yeah. And he acts, oh, I'm winning now. No. What's this?
Get ready for this self-felt by the crew.
No, man. I've never journaled. Never been I'm a writer who doesn't write. I mean, it's a story of my life, right?
You should start.
I'm a lawyer who doesn't practice, a writer who doesn't write, a streamer who doesn't stream.
Self-felt alert! Self-felt alert! Self-felt alert! Like, whatever. It's just true.
Look at Dax here. His skin is so like rubbery.
Buddy,
it's like
this guy spends all day baking in the sun.
Yeah, like,
he just gets
like
out in his
it's like
backyard. The backyard of his crack shack in Compton. And he just has his siesta every day, passed out, drunk as in his backyard. You just know this guy because he's such a miserable bastard. He just, as soon as he wakes up, he starts drinking and doing drugs.
Oh, definitely.
Okay?
Yeah.
By fucking 3 p.m, he's just passed out in a chair in the back of the yard, pissed himself. And he's just sunburnt to He looks ancient, by the way.
He looks
Look
like,
at him.
yeah, he looks like
Buddy, he looks like he's like 55 or 60 fucking years old. Look
it's like
at
a
the
rubber
wrinkles.
Mask.
Look at the lines in his forehead, bro.
It's like a rubber mask,
look at the
bro.
gray hairs in his fucking mane. Which, by the way, bro, you're fucking balding, bro. You're Norwooded as fuck. This guy won't go in and get a haircut because he knows if he cuts that shit off, it's never coming
He's
back.
Leatherface. Yo, he is. He's like Leatherface.
A leather-faced tomato.
Holy.
What's next?
He's looking really Mexican, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't f***? I know you're not that.
Oh,
No.
Dick Look at Rekieta, bro. He's felted in that moment. Look at how felted he is, and look how jubilant fucking Dick is. Because he knows he just cooked him. Because Rekieta's a cock. He can't get it up. That's what Dick's referencing. That he can't his own wife, and he has to bring in Aaron as a stunt cock, or fucking get the fucking needle in his cock or the Cialis to get himself fired up enough to someone else's wife.
You know who he's starting to
Brutal,
look like?
buddy.
He's starting to look like fucking Jack Black a little bit.
The Mexican Jack Black.
Yes, dude.
Two.
Oh man.
No, I'm just kidding. No, man, it's been wild.
By the way,
It's been wild, bro.
his nose is a little bit stuffed, no?
I've never journaled. Never been
No.
I'm a writer.
I don't think they're tracking his drug use. I think is that on a form? Is that on a paper?
I don't fucking know. He has this. I think how it actually works is it like sweats out, like it collects sweat from his arm.
Yeah.
And then they take the patch and they analyze the sweat to see if it has traces of drugs or alcohol in it.
Okay. All right.
So I think he's probably going to fail another drug test.
Let's pray.
I mean, he lied and told us he never pissed pot when he did piss hot for booze.
Exactly.
He lied and told us all, I poured all the booze down the drain. I quit drinking. Then he failed a drug test for alcohol after that.
Exactly.
So it's pretty hard to believe anything this guy says because he was a liar before he got busted and he's a confirmed liar after the fact. All right. Let's
hope Drex can come back soon on a show.
Wait, hang on. Why is it?
So this is Rekieta is now seething at Drexel because Drexel's refusing to sweep it for him.
Let's go.
And Drexel's had enough. Drexel's had enough of Rekieta's cuckoldry and sadness.
Frederick Little says, hope Drex can come back soon on a show. Well, Drax has to stop being retarded if he wants to come back on the show.
Wait. Why does Drax have to be the one that stops being retarded? How about
you, Rekieta, that stops being retarded? Let us remind you, Rekieta, it's you who's charged with all of these crimes, not Drexel. It's you who's been revealed that you're a cuckold whose wife gets pounded by strange men.
Well, he doesn't want to be around you. What's
been revealed is that you can't get it hard and you put on baldos, buddy, and you have a mistress that you're trying to get your kids to call mom. So I think it's you, actually, that needs to stop being retarded. At minimum, you got to kick April to the curb and stop doing drugs, buddy.
Right?
And get clean for the sake of your kids and figure it the out, pal. Like, that's what everybody would actually like to see. Unfortunately, you still haven't hit rock bottom and you're still coping. So things are only going to get worse for you and your kids.
Exactly.
Which is
Really?
He like decided somewhere that I lied to him about.
I like how Dick's like, really? We lost another one on our team?
This would be like if he lost Sean.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
About something that is nebulous and will not talk to me.
Yeah, it's totally nebulous.
Fuck
him. Him. He won't talk to you. It's these reactions that he has, by the way, or like, I don't know how to describe it. They're not really suitable for the situation.
No, exactly. Not at all.
It's just weird the way that like Dick reacts to all of this. He clearly doesn't actually give a whatsoever about anything that Rekieta has to say.
It's so canned. It's like canned sound effects for it's like, okay, I'll do this effect here and this, but really it's nothing. Also,
it's really,
how are you not shocked?
Myopic poverty there.
Or how are you shocked? Can you believe it? My friend doesn't want to hang out with me after all this has happened.
You know, and I love how he writes it off as something nebulous when this was your tight friend who would come over to your house. His Baldo was at your house, on the nightstand. But yeah, he's burned down this friendship with you for nebulous reasons. Couldn't have anything to do with the fact that your daughter tested positive for cocaine, your 9-year-old daughter. Couldn't possibly have anything to do with the court documents saying you weren't feeding your kids or clothing them. Couldn't have anything to do with you getting busted for 26 grams of cocaine and your wife being charged with child neglect and all this up shit. Couldn't have anything to do with that. No. It's just totally nebulous nonsense reasons as to why Drexel won't talk to you anymore. Yeah. Which, by the way, you lost your best friend. Are you winning?
Yeah.
Like, this is like the delusion of it. I'm winning, Josh. No, you're fucking losing, bro. And even if Josh was losing harder than you, it doesn't change the fact you're fucking losing.
Exactly.
It's just very weird. This belief that if he felts the Kiwi Farms or if he discredits the Kiwi Farms, then somehow magically everybody's going to love him again. That's not how the real world works, bro. He talks about how everybody else is terminally online. He's the most terminally online one of all.
Yeah.
Because his priority is countering Kiwi Farms and an account called Minnesota Public Record. Get a fucking grip, bro.
And he's hanging out with known pedophile endorser Dick Masterson.
Well, that's the thing. And they're like doubling down on the defense. Like, it gets to the point where Rekieta is defending cuties for Dick during this stream.
Whoa.
It's just the craziest shit you ever did see.
Dude. It's like, dude, so I don't even know what he thinks I lied to him about. Not sure. But it's like, okay.
What do you mean? I wonder.
You're lying about everything.
I wonder what. Fucking come on.
Are we really supposed to believe you didn't lie when your lies have been proven to be lies again and again and again? But it's Drexel who's the one who's insane.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh, all right.
Now he's just like in his like emotions.
Right. So
his emotions
he's a woman, Nick.
Yeah.
He's a woman. He has emotions.
Yeah.
Like you're never allowed to have an emotion ever. Like, you're never allowed to feel like somebody betrayed your confidence by lying to you. You're not allowed to get angry. That's just being a woman. You should control your emotions and let this guy lie to you and walk all over you. That's what a real man does, right, Sean?
Too much.
I don't know.
It's too much. Like you're put. you're really kind of put on the spot being your friend during all this. It's too much. Maybe afterwards he'll come around.
We'll see. I don't know. It's like I wish he'd just like if he just talked to me, I could probably
If you
clear
just
up.
believed all my
But
lies,
if
like
you just would bow down to all of my lies and let me hypnotize you and induce you into a false reality, then you would see that I am the God Emperor
Right.
of mankind. Like, no, he's not talking to you because he knows you're a lying sack of shit,
Yeah.
and you've made him look foolish throughout this entire thing because he did come out to defend you. But as things have gotten worse and worse and worse, and as more and more documents have come out to prove that you were lying to him and other people, why should he have to be the fool for you? Like, why does friendship entail being a total fucking fool for somebody else?
yeah, exactly.
Having to look absolutely retarded again and again and again for somebody else, or else you're not being loyal. Really?
Well, also, it's really easy to see through your lies, Nick. Right now, you speak to a Drex and be like, "Believe me," but everyone sees it's bullshit. At least be like, "Look, dude,
Well,
what you're seeing is fucked up. But you have to just be with me on this and help me out here and listen. It's not as it seems." But no, you're saying it's all lies. I'm the truth teller, or you're believing them. You're a bad person. Fuck off.
some of the stories we're going to get
Off.
into from his mouth on this stream, this cope stream he did, are absolutely fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
somebody else brought up a good point in chat, and I wish I remember their name to credit them, but they brought this up. They said, so he should talk to you just like how Josh talked to you, and then
Yeah.
you'll leak the DMs
Exactly.
to try and
Yeah,
make him
that
look fucking stupid if he doesn't go along with everything that you fucking say. And also, when you were DMing with Josh, you were trying to entrap him to get him to perjure himself. So why should anybody communicate with you in any sort of private manner whatsoever, or give you any sort of benefit of the doubt?
Yeah.
You're an absolute scumbag, bro.
He's so red. Look at this.
Well, both of them don't look well. Both of them are drunk out of their fucking minds every single day to cope with the fact that they hate their lives. That's who they are.
Yeah.
Up whatever he thinks is like. I get it. I get it. If he thinks that that I like said something that was not true to him, it's not, that didn't happen. But
Of course
Oh,
it is. Stop it. He knows.
If he thought I said something untrue to him, it's like, Rekieta, like, you are not George Washington.
Yeah,
you tell
exactly.
very many lies. I am well known for never lying. Okay, this is just a very strange clip that I found. This is look at this situation.
This is
Yeah.
nuts.
Xander's rant says, Nick,
Or anything else.
did you ever tell Lady R about Drex's plan in case of your demise?
Wait, what?
I guess Drex said he'd have to step in and save the children.
Oh.
This is years ago, they're having some bizarre sexual fantasy of Drexel stepping in to take care of his kids and plow his wife.
That's. And look at her face.
Isn't this unhinged?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Aggressively
that mean for me?
monogamous, by the way.
Ooh, no, she's excited. She's like,
She's fired up.
You mean I get some BBC?
I don't know. I don't remember the entire plan. I guess you're marrying Drexel
I don't
when I
want to
die.
marry Drexel. No.
This is a racist answer, by the way. Did you see
You
that?
know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drex.
I know I love Drexel, but he's like, no.
By the way, she's
dad said-
clearly like completely manic and insane.
Yeah, she's on drugs here.
You know,
You
like,
could
no
see the energy, right?
I hate to say it, but no wonder Rekieta wanted to step out on his marriage. Like, for real. If that's who you were stuck with all day, every day.
Yeah.
He made some poor choices, but you know what, bro? You got to stick with them for the sake of your kids. You had 5 kids. You owe them a responsibility to not do what you're doing, bro.
Says, don't miss your plane. Oh, wait, he's never getting married again. He says again.
I was like, again?
Drex says he's never getting married, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. He'd just help out with the kids, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's
There you
fine.
go.
But he doesn't get anything from
No,
it.
platonic.
Okay. Good. Okay.
No, he'll fly to Alabama every day.
This is drug. This is like
This
high.
is so
This is
weird,
coked out.
man.
It's like this is coked
know,
out. Like you could feel the energy, eh?
Oh, okay, fine. That's cool. It's fine as long as you know. Yeah.
Bob
Bring
Rekieta.
lunch in here and there.
Bob Rekieta says, don't miss your plane. Yes, Dad, we know.
Is that another one or the
Yes.
same one? I love
It's
it.
another one. The
This is the
Swegan one.
It's
says,
very strange, and it always was. Every time he had his wife on screen with him, there was always like this weird tension and like weird sexual humiliation stuff going on, and like it's hard to even describe it. It's just, you know, I'll use Rekieta's favorite word, weird. It's weird. It's weird. But I also played this clip because it's going to reveal here in a little bit how much they both hate doing laundry. So when they talk about, oh no, the kids had clothes on clothes and they were always clean. Even years ago, these motherfuckers didn't want to do laundry.
It's bad.
happy anniversary for you two and more to come. When I was homeschooled, see more drama in school. When I was homeschooled, see more drama in school can be overkill in my view. You two are awesome. Thank you for your live stream. Thank you. Mavia, wait, my parents used to tell a younger me they were having an important discussion, then vanished for an hour. Does that mean, oh no? That's why you have siblings. D, what?
You know what my mom told me?
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. You don't even really need to comment.
No, you
can
don't,
just
dude.
see how absolutely whacked it all is.
This is definitely.
She told me when I was an adult.
Look at this. Pause. Ash, imagine you woke up and you see that above you. That's scary.
Oh, man, she's ghoulish. And the thing is, she looks a lot better there than she does now.
Yeah.
In 2 years, she just became a full-on ghoul.
That they wouldn't even tell us anything, and I never realized this, but they would wash the laundry, which the laundry room was right next to their bedroom, so they would wash laundry at the same time.
Is she on
You see how
MDMA?
pointed that is? I don't know. She
This is
seems like
eat
she's
out,
always
right?
on like fucking MDMA or Adderall or
Yeah.
some sort of fucking stimulant.
I don't know. It's
Like,
very
she's
like.
absolutely cracked out of her fucking mind.
Yeah.
But she's pointing out, like, because they have the laundry room is right next to their bedroom. So
Yeah.
it's not far for them to go, but they don't take care of their kids' laundry even then.
Yeah.
I'm in the evening every night.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm. That was a disturbing day.
D What says, y'all are awesome. Great chemistry. Thank you. Tech Revenge, how many times did you poke Lady Racket's eye out kissing her with that schnoz? All the
Felt it.
time. Happy anniversary, you two. DM me later, Nick.
It's not where I thought that comment was going.
Me either. Noir777, Nick.
This is like.
Is she like full
this
on the
is-
Joker? Like,
This is like bathroom at the club high, you know,
Yeah,
like it's
eye
like
out of your fucking mind.
This is the bathroom guy is like not looking and letting you and your buddies get and just like talk at the sink. Well, this is
Holy.
you should not be live on this energy ever.
Will you and Lady Rackets
She's
ever
on
go to sequel?
MDMA. Yeah, well, this is the hedonism one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's clearly some sort of upper
Of your
like
Drex
that.
cosplay. Also, congrats on the 18 years of degeneracy. No, I think those days are behind.
Whoa.
Unfortunately.
There you go, buddy. You're totally winning. Look at you two. Look at you two. They're really.
Love and marriage.
So now we're gonna go into this Rekieta and Dick Culp session. I don't
Is
know
it
how much.
this one?
There's a bunch of them. There's
Okay.
a bunch of them that we're gonna go through. I mean, we might only play this one,
We'll see.
but
Yeah.
we'll see how
Let's
people
get
are
some
feeling.
subs. Let's get some
Let's
subs.
get some
Let's get some
subs.
subs. All right, here we go. I haven't seen any of this, so let's see what happens.
It's been especially fun, like, because there's this Kiwi Farms account, Minnesota Public Records, and they
Pause.
keep.
The moment you start talking about various accounts on Kiwi Farms that are A-logging, you've
Yeah,
lost.
You've lost. It's
The
over.
moment you go, there's a Kiwi Farms account by the name of Mr. Manchester. Like, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's over. You're fucking cooked, bro. It's done.
Releasing documents from my case, and then what happened is, like, the case got sealed, so they ran up.
Oh, wait a minute, Rekieta. Who petitioned for the files to be sealed?
Whoa.
You did.
You
You did, Rekieta, because you didn't want it coming out because it bothered you that you were being exposed and the truth was coming out about your case. So you cried to the judge about how your children were getting molested. Well, you talk to diddlers like Dax and Vito in your entourage,
Smart.
right?
It's smart.
And you got the case files sealed. Great. Good for you, buddy.
Documents to release, so they had to break up the last one into multiples because they're like. But the thing is, they're milking this.
So it's not a cop.
By the way,
I thought
this guy claims, by the way, that he doesn't read his thread.
Exactly.
When it's very obvious that he's reading it every single day, reading every post in there, and letting it really affect his mental health and cause him to spiral when he needs to be focusing his energy and resources in other places. Then we have Dick Masterson, who just out of nowhere starts a conspiracy theory that poster is a police officer. But then Rekieta will deny that that's out there in the ether and that's even a rumor, right?
Yeah.
So when he brings on these guests to bring up talking points that he wants introduced, so I had nothing to do with that. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the guest. I didn't say it.
Yeah.
But it's to bring it to the ether,
I
yeah.
figured that was a cop. But I guess if they don't have access anymore, then
I have no idea who it might be. None at all.
And the way he responds is in a way to confirm that Dick is right.
Yeah.
I mean, you are probably right, but I can't legally say.
Yeah.
It's like the tone you're saying it is to lead him.
What's crazy is that they really think that nobody has any idea what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and they just think they're so smart and so cute about it. It's like, no, you're really not. You guys are dumbasses.
Yeah.
And you guys are in your 40s, like circle jerking about fucking Kiwi Farms. Like,
right?
And it's obviously not Josh that's seething. It's you guys that are seething at fucking Josh.
Yeah.
None. But no, so the thing is they only have access to a couple documents.
By the way, their smiles right now are the biggest cope. Like,
oh yeah.
Everyone on the internet hates you. Both of your shows are failing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're lying, Nick. Like, no one believes this what's happening. Why are you smiling?
They've never been at a lower point. And as they talk about all of this horrible shit, like to his kids and stuff, they're just laughing.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't really a laughing matter. And you guys really shouldn't even be talking about this shit. Every legal professional in the world would advise Nick to not talk about this stuff, but he just can't help himself because he thinks he's the smartest man in the whole world.
Well, he needs to shut the fuck up.
But no, so the thing is they only have access to a couple documents and then they don't have any more. And so
because you got the case sealed, like
yeah.
Oh, well, guess what? When I went live and they kept producing documents, eventually they ran out of documents. Oh, I guess I won, Dick.
Right?
Okay.
Trying to milk this last
bro.
It's so bullshit.
one, which means that the document they're releasing is the transcript from a hearing that happened on June 7th, but they're releasing it in parts.
Oh, okay. So they're really fucking everybody up because everyone's on a time delay now.
And the funny thing is, they're like, oh, this is stupid. This is really going to fuck Nick over. And it's like, wait, but like, no, my kids are back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but this is the thing, Rekieta. Why are you bringing it up if it doesn't make you seethe?
Yeah.
You know, obviously it does make you seethe, and you having your kids back temporarily is not the be all end all of victories, bro. Because before all this started, there wasn't even a question of if you were going to see your kids or not, buddy.
Yeah.
Like the bar of victory has been lowered so fucking low. Into
well, it's like the Ralph thing, right? It's like the Ralph thing. I hit my goal.
And that's what his tweets are sounding like now. It's sounding like Ralph. Yeah. And when he starts bragging during this, I spend more money on food than most people make in a year.
Yeah.
It's the Ralph. I spend more on liquor and my shoes than you made all month, bitch. He's starting to sound like Ralph. I'm winning. You're coping, Josh.
Yeah.
You're a big cope, Josh. It's like, Rekieta, Josh isn't on trial for crimes.
Exactly.
Like he hasn't been exposed as a cuckold whose dick doesn't work. Okay? Get a grip.
So like, oh, Nick's really going to get by this. Like, well, that didn't happen. The funny thing is, I know it didn't happen because I remember when the hearing occurred.
But they're back and free and clear. There's no more kid thing at all.
Even
right, but guess what? What happens if you go to jail, bro? Then you won't be seeing your kids. So if you take this to court, if you take this to trial and you don't plea out and you're found guilty, you will serve time and your kids won't be with you. So this idea that, oh, well, my kids will be with me forever, it's not even a question. No, there are conditions. That's why you have that fucking patch on your arm, buddy. That's why you're doing drug tests, because there are conditions and you could lose your kids.
Yeah.
So stop telling lies and trying to pretend something different, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're within the jaws of the system. And no one else here is to the degree you are, to where they're watching you take a piss, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
They're watching you piss. Like, you have to go in and do it. But yeah, it's everybody else who's coping, bro.
And free and clear. There's no more kid thing at all. So all of that was for no reason.
This screaming is really funny, Dick.
For no reason. Are you... Hello? He's not innocent yet. He's not innocent.
Just because his children were placed back conditionally with him does not mean that everything was lies and that Miss Sweep lied and the pastor lied.
That's the angle he's trying to bring it. Yeah.
You know, that's what he's trying to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. Doesn't logically follow, but he's relying on the ignorance, people's ignorance of the legal system to try and go, I've been vindicated on everything. Well, you still have an ongoing criminal matter, and this whole thing with child custody or child protective services is still ongoing as well.
Exactly.
Like they just don't listen. CPS always wants to reunite parents with their children. That's because it's the easiest outcome for everybody, right? So unless the situation is just completely untenable and totally they're going to give you back the kids, but they're going to have conditions on that. And it's going to be the same with your probation. If you plea out, you still are going to have conditions that you're going to need to satisfy to the state in order to keep your kids and keep your freedom. So stop trying to pretend like you're a totally innocent man who's been vindicated on everything. It's not the case.
Well, yeah, that's what it sounds like Dick's trying to do. Oh, so it was all for nothing. No, that's not how it works, dude.
All of it. Like all of this hysteria over your case amounted to nothing.
Even Nick,
have him show you his arm. Have him show you his arm. Let's see the patch, bud.
It's
totally amounted to nothing. There's a statute that says if a controlled substance is located in a home with children, the children are presumed to be in danger and need to be removed until the danger is resolved. That's different from child endangerment.
But that's why you have to take the piss test. That's why you have to have that thing on your arm.
Exactly.
Because they need proof that you're not still using drugs, Nick, in order to have your kids with you. Like, because you were using drugs. Everybody knows you were using drugs.
Not even Dick was able to like eschew the actual truth because he's like, well, yeah, as long as I don't do drugs.
The crime of child endangerment would have
like Dick has no idea what he's agreeing to or happy about.
Like there was a neglect charge.
There was.
So I don't know why he can just lie about that. He's allowed to lie. It's a free country, but we're also allowed to not believe him.
The requisite intent and knowledge aspects of criminal law attached. Okay. So here's the thing. In our case, a search was conducted of our home, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that the search was necessarily valid.
Look at Dick's face. He's trying to put on this, this is the greatest tragedy since fucking Shakespeare.
Yo, you look at his forehead here.
Shit. Oh,
look at his forehead.
How could they do you like this, brother? This is so evil. These evil statist, bootlicking fascist scum stopped you from giving your 9-year-old cocaine.
You look at his forehead. He's a Klingon.
Caving in. He's legitimately a dented Klingon.
He's a Klingon.
But that's a court argument. But a search was conducted of our home. And during that search, the county sheriff alleges they found a controlled substance. That alleged controlled substance has not been tested or weighed by the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension in Minnesota yet.
Rekieta is seriously running with this shit.
Yeah.
It field tested positive for cocaine. We saw the powder on your nose. We saw the blood from your nose. We saw you acting like a cokehead. We saw you trying to breathe. We heard the coke rocks.
Everything.
It's just a formality. They're going to lab test it before the trial.
Exactly.
And it is going to test positive for cocaine. But Rekieta is just trying to play bullshit word games. Ooh.
And Aaron told us everything too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, come on.
So they actually don't know that they have a controlled substance. Their field testing is inadmissible to show the presence of a controlled substance.
This is going to go nowhere in court,
You know, yeah.
Like, why would they field test it if it didn't matter at all? Right? Like,
right.
Well, for the purposes of.
We saw him on coke. We saw him on coke.
Of establishing some level of cause, right? It goes
saw you on coke, buddy.
By the way, it wasn't even like, I think he's on coke. He might be high. It's like, there is no way he's not on drugs
there were
now.
ketamine tablets in his house.
No way.
Well,
you know,
the factors for establishing probable cause.
He had all the paraphernalia for drug use, man. He had the snort tubes. He had the tray. He had everything.
Yeah.
Come on. It was on credit cards. Come on.
Actually tested it yet. So they don't know the actual weight.
Even Dick's like, well, this
is the direction you're choosing to go, dude.
He does. He's a Klingon. He literally is the human Klingon, isn't he?
But they have weighed it, and it was 20. They did weigh it, and it was 26.67 grams. Okay. Like,
controlled substance. They don't know the actual chemical composition of the alleged controlled substance. But during their field testing, it field tested positive for what would be a controlled substance. And based on that,
cocaine.
they have
I love how he can't just say what it really is, which would be a controlled substance, which would be cocaine.
Coke, you know?
All this like euphemistic dancing around things. And like this sleazy sort of bullshit might work in court.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work in the court of public opinion. Everybody can see through you. Everybody can see that you're not being honest and that you're obscuring and muddying the waters of the truth. And nobody has any respect for you, bro. This is bullshit what you're doing.
The grounds to emergency place the children out of the home, which is what they did.
Yeah.
There are no other grounds for the removal of my children from my house. So despite
just the drug,
you know, look at Dick. Look at Dick's reaction. Just the drugs, you know, what my 9-year-old also tested positive for. But, you know, other than that, straight as an arrow.
It's like it's been AI'd.
Come on.
Look at him here.
Well, you know, like, look at that, man. Come on. He doesn't believe this. He doesn't believe this for 1 second. God. You not felt it is right. Like, the cop field testing was not valid, but there was also lab testing. If that's his court defense, he's fucked.
Bro, that's so like
should it be an emote? Let's get 5 subs for it to be an emote. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Looks like he's about to explode, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The cope is like he's holding in the cope.
Like a homeless Santa.
He's holding.
That report, the kid being hungry. First of all, children say they're hungry when they're hungry. Like when they want to eat a sandwich.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
This is where we're at now. This is the unbelievable cope that Rekieta is hitting us with now. Children say they're hungry when they're hungry. My kids weren't complaining that I wasn't feeding them to their trusted youth pastor. Come on.
We know.
Come on.
We know.
And, you know, they're laughing about it. Ha, 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 ha. This is really, it is infuriating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be real. Like, listening to this shit last night did bring my piss to a boil. It really did. Oh, we won. Oh, we're joking about abusing children. Yeah, good for you guys.
kind of like
They
adult
say it all the time. They say it while they're eating. They say, I'm starving. I don't want to. And they say, I'm hungry. I don't want to eat that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
It's different when they're telling
Yeah,
people.
his 16-year-old is just like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
and
Come
when this story
on.
eventually,
By the way, when his daughter is asking the police officer for a change of clothes,
Yeah.
that's all just bullshit too, right? That's what kids do. They tug on an officer's pant leg and ask for a change of clothes.
Please,
We had
sir.
clothes on clothes, bro. Why can't we see the body cam, Rekieta? Why won't you sign off on its release? Because you know
It's
you're gonna be
terrible.
exposed, dude.
gets told, and it's so much fucking worse than I can express. But it has to be told through court first, because if
Then
I
why are
just
you
tell it
talking now? So
But
you're
you'll
gonna
continue
so
every
you're-
day.
So by the way, you're just going to do half measures and half truths and all this bullshit to muddy the waters?
Yep.
Why don't you just, if the truth is the truth and it's your defense in court and it's the truth and you can prove it, why don't you just tell us the fucking truth? Or just stay silent and let the process handle it and then tell us your story. But already you've told us stuff that are lies, such as that you quit drinking, and then we have a publicly available piss test that says you didn't.
Yeah.
But then my stomach grew bacteria that was like alcohol. Just stop it, man.
Mhm.
Tell the truth.
people won't have any reason to believe it.
And by the way, he's doing this to have a slight
No,
W
seriously.
over
I'm
Josh.
telling you, motherfuckers, that was the cope on his locals, was that people's stomach can create some sort of bacteria that could be similar to alcohol on a piss
Oh,
test.
please.
Oh.
Oh, please.
Great thing is, when I get to tell it, I have all of the documentation. I have the recorded conversations. I have the video.
Then show it.
I have it all to back it up.
Well, you
This
got to
is-
wait till the end to tell it. That's the prestige, you know. You can't.
Yeah, it's also the felony charge.
You guys are yucking it up. I'm just charged with 25 years worth of felonies.
Fucking
Doc.
felony.
It's Josh Moon who's felt it, right?
Fucking felonies. Let's fucking
The
go.
other part of it. Family Services ignored all of those reports. All the reports that said that the kids were hungry or didn't have clothes,
really?
which is ludicrous.
Isn't
If you have-
it is. Isn't it ludicrous that Family Services would ignore all those reports?
Yes.
But
It's
I mean,
crazy.
that's crazy, isn't it?
any concept of how many clothes we have,
Yeah.
you guys don't. My kid's closet looks like a fucking Goodwill. Like it's just
Yeah,
racks.
okay, like,
It's a
that's not the win you think it is, bro. Like, and even Dick's gonna say they're gonna
looks like a
use that against.
Salvation Army. It looks like a Salvation Army.
On.
It's all in cardboard boxes labeled.
And now they're going to
and
say
racks of
that,
clothing.
you know,
Yeah, even Dick's
Yeah.
like,
So
you
now they're
shouldn't
gonna
really be
say all
called-
the kids' clothes were dirty and old and ragged. It's great.
Yeah, because Goodwill is supposed to be donated clothes. Like it's not like
and Pig Riser's right. How many clothes we have? What a moron. It's not a question of how many clothes you have, but in what condition said clothes were.
yeah, how clean.
It doesn't matter. You don't have an infinite amount of clean clothes. We have so many clothes that they have new clothes for every day of the week. No, the question is, are the clothes clean
Yes.
or are they dirty? Get ready for his cope, though, about how he had it sorted in piles on the floor.
Wow, okay.
Was really
No, that's-
organized in piles on the floor. You know,
they're going to
there's
say
this
that's
thing,
Dresser.
there's this thing
Floor.
called like a dresser or a hamper, like a hamper that you sort the dirty clothes into. Like I have one that has like color and whites.
Whoa,
that I
that's
know, like,
racism.
Whoa, man.
That's racism.
it's because your home's in squalor. Nick.
Right. Yeah. No,
But it is in squalor. Look at Dick's, like he's laughing.
You know,
Your house is in
the thing
squalor.
is,
It is
it's not-
though.
Yes.
It actually it's like
I get it.
Everybody who's
It's
been
fine.
there has described it as being a filthy fucking
Yeah.
shithole, even when you guys had your shit together, which by the end you didn't. So we just have to, oh, no, what Aaron told us, we have to disregard. What the police told us in their report, we have to disregard. We just have to disregard everything.
Yep.
You're not allowed to see the body cam that would easily prove it one way or the other. You just have to trust Nick Rekieta's word, which isn't worth shit.
Exactly.
I love how they think that this is a win. It's so embarrassing the copes they came up with, man.
How about this laugh? Wow, he's a grandpa here, eh? He's a full-on grandpa.
But it doesn't. It's like what people.
It's so up.
There's a myopia of. I'm going to say this. It sounds rude, but there's a myopia of poverty.
His buzzword, the myopia of poverty.
How is chat?
Which is basically, he's trying to say that nobody's as wealthy as him, and nobody's a big-time e-celeb, and nobody's Nick Rekieta.
Please.
So therefore, they can only go by their tragic, impoverished perspectives, and that they're just simply too dumb, poor, and retarded to understand that he didn't do nothing. Is his buzzword phrasing now? Yeah,
I've coined it.
Okay.
And it's when people.
What is actually it's called is mycopia.
Mycopia.
Yeah, mycope. That's what it is, bro.
It's not necessarily financial poverty. It's poverty of anything. Poverty of information, experience, education, doesn't matter. But the myopia of poverty is when your experience is.
Look, even Dick.
It's like, is this really what we're going with? Like, this is how we're going to win the meme war with the farms, boys.
This is the cope.
Any day now, all the shit posters online are going to start saying myopia of poverty. And then everybody's going to bend over and bow to the incredible joke of the myopia of poverty. It's so funny, Sean. Laugh. Why aren't you laughing, Sean? Myopia of poverty. Like, fuck.
So far removed from some other experience that you can't fathom the situation that must be occurring.
He's basically calling everyone who doesn't believe him brokies.
Basically, that's what he's doing, except it's nowhere near as funny as when Andrew Tate says, somebody's got to serve the Big Macs.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to sweep the floor, you dummy, you brokey. Like, it's just lacking any of the charisma or timing or comedic value that Andrew Tate would have. And it's just this like try hard, pathetic cope out of nowhere that even Dick can't make sense of. But he's just sniffing his own farts, man. Like, this is yes. I'm just so rich and incredible. You know, like, the reality is there are people that grew up in horrible poverty that can't even comprehend the depravity of your sick fucking household.
Yeah.
Where your 9-year-old daughter's testing positive for cocaine. That's the real myopia of fucking poverty, you fucking dumbass. That you can't even see how up your whole life is and how pathetic it is when your children, even though you're a millionaire, are going hungry and their clothes are fucking stinking while you're going skiing in the fucking snow and your wife's getting railed by Aaron M. Holte in the other room. That's the myopia of poverty. That's where you can't see how cucked you are. You're blinded by your own fucking arrogance, you moron. The myopia of poverty. That's you, bitch.
Let's fucking go.
It's the Baldo goggles. Take off Baldo goggles.
Experience that you can't fathom the situation that must be occurring.
You're right. I can't fucking fathom it. I can't fathom how you couldn't just put in a fucking Uber Eats order for your kids. I couldn't fathom it.
Look at Dick here. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. The pause can't realize why we have drugs in our house.
And so you apply your own situation into it. So what people hear is they hear there was lots of laundry on the ground and they go, man, if I had lots of laundry on the ground, it would look like X. And it's like, and then I wouldn't have laundry to wear. It's like, oh, no.
But nobody has like laundry just laying on the ground in fucking piles.
That's
other
insane.
than like fucking degenerates, bro.
That's a crackhead syndrome right there.
You know, like this is crazy, bro. Like, yeah, in a bachelor fucking pad, like I lived in with Surfer, but even then we fucking had laundry baskets for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
You don't understand how many clothes our children have. We have a 16-year-old down to a 6-year-old. which means we have hand-me-down. Oh, and my wife comes from a
Like,
huge family.
again,
We have
like the question of hand-me-downs when you guys are multi-millionaires.
But I
Like,
get
it's
it
just-
because you have kids within the like ranges of them growing,
Yeah.
and then you hand it down. That's fine, but you have to clean the hand-me-downs. When they're filthy, they are now just used clothing.
No, and like it's really not that much fucking effort to throw it in the
No,
fucking laundry machine and into the fucking dryer.
like no.
It only
just
becomes
toss
a
her.
clusterfuck when you let it build up for months, and then you guys just don't give a fuck enough to plow through it
Yeah,
because you're too busy getting high.
hand-me-downs for days. We have new clothes for days. Like our kids have just fucking
We
tons.
have clothes for days, but are they clean?
even Dick's like, huh? I don't know, Nick. Yeah, but you have
Those are
clothes for
clothes.
days. Yeah, they're not clean. That's the problem.
And we don't really get rid of them between the two ages because you save up like
No one's talking about that.
No, it's completely
one-
irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
The question is, are they clean, bro?
Yeah, you can have 1,000 shirts, but if they're all dirty, they're all dirty shirts.
By the way, he's not going like we always make sure we do laundry on Wednesdays and Sundays so it doesn't build up. We have it on a strict schedule. Obviously not, bro. Like, this is crazy. The nanny left town. You couldn't get a new nanny that you could trust with your degenerate secrets. That's why there was no new nanny hired. Because the previous nanny had fucking seen enough of your degeneracy. Then it got way worse when she left. The house just completely descended into filth and depravity. And you guys didn't give a fuck to clean it because you guys were fucked out of your mind on drugs. And your kids, they're kids, you know? Like, it shouldn't fall on them. Shouldn't fall on a 9-year-old to make sure she has clean clothes. And she's tugging on a fucking cop's pant leg asking for clean clothes.
kid grows out of some stuff, you save it because the next kid's going to grow into it. So
Right.
and you start getting rid of the stuff at the youngest levels, but in the meanwhile, you have a bunch. And so, yeah, was there a bunch of laundry in the house? Absolutely. It was incidentally, it was sorted into piles so that it could be washed
It
in the
was
laundry room that
sorted
it was
into
adjacent to.
piles on the floor. What grown-ass adult sorts their clothes in piles?
on the floor.
Even fucking brokies would sort it on fucking chairs.
Or on a couch or something.
Or so, like, fuck, man, it shouldn't be at this point. Where the fuck are the laundry baskets?
By the way,
So obviously, this is a systemic issue of your household because you don't give a fuck.
the only time that you could sort it on the floor is on laundry day beside the machine. All right, I'm beside the machine. Now I'm sorting it. Not like, hey, guys, I just leave it on the floor.
They had a laundry room. Why wasn't it sorted
On
in
the
fucking
laundry
laundry
room.
It's just in various piles all throughout the house,
No.
haphazard.
It should be in the laundry room on the day.
But hey, who's counting? That being
Does
said,
sound like a Goodwill.
yeah,
And he gets dunked on by Dick.
It
and
does
he
sound like a
doesn't even
Goodwill.
realize that he got fucking dunked on.
Yeah.
He's not retarded.
except with less less people who don't speak English in it.
Yeah.
But no, the whole
Ha 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 ha
Was that him trying to get back at Dick with like a Hispanic job? I don't fucking even know.
No, I don't know. By the way, like, but you're claiming your house looks like a Goodwill, Nick. Like,
No. It's not
Interesting thing.
wise.
about it though is despite all of the where remember my house was called an overall dirty home because it had dust on the vents.
No.
Oh,
that's
Shut
bullshit.
the fuck up.
Bullshit.
No. And then here's Dick going, yeah, because it's cops and they're da-da-da-da. No, it wasn't just dust on the vents. There were dirty dishes stacked to the fucking ceiling in the sink, they said. They said there were clothes all over the place. There was dust all over the fucking walls. And they said it was a generally filthy home. There were more examples just beyond dust on the vents. Let's not forget, by the way, that there's in their master bathroom, they leave a pug in there to shit and piss all over the floor because they're too lazy to leave it out, to take it outside. to go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
So when you have a bathroom that's covered in dog shit and dog piss, I'm going to say you do live in a filthy home.
Yep.
They was a crack den they came into. Come on.
Ops.
Oh, I know. It's so fun. It's like they're dust on
The
the
carpets were black. The carpets were black. You've even admitted the carpets were black, sir.
No one believes
No, it
this
was just
guy.
dust on the vents. So now, because he got his children temporarily based on conditions placed back in his home, suddenly he's vindicated on all of this. He's innocent on all of it. No, the kids were never hungry. They all had so many clothes on clothes, bro.
Everything was a
the
lie.
house wasn't dirty, bro. It was just dust on the vents. And we're supposed to accept this gaslighting because Daddy Dick Masterson is here to wave a magic fucking wand over it. Guess what, guys? It's not 2018 anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. Things aren't dictated by magical E-Daddy Dick Masterson to tell people what the truth is and what isn't. People are actually able to figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
All of that stuff about the hungry kids, the not having clothes and all that.
How was the chat during this time? Did you see it?
I honestly didn't no, actually I did because it was being swept.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like all wrenches, all positive. Anybody saying anything was just getting fucking tossed.
Okay. How many viewers?
Because the only way these lies can exist is when the truth is suppressed, which is why he wants everything hidden in darkness. He wants the files sealed. He doesn't want the body cam coming out. He doesn't want the proceedings of the trial to be a matter of public record. He wants everything swept under the rug because the only way his bullshit lies can stand is when there's an absence of truth and an absence of criticism. And that's what he wants, which is what he argued against his whole life, by the way, on YouTube, which we'll get into it towards the end of this segment, just how much of a hypocritical, rotten pile of shit he is.
Yeah.
That was all ignored by CPS. It was all ignored entirely because there was no basis to it. And as they did their investigation, which their initial thing when they hear this stuff is, oh my God, right? They did their investigation and continued to find that there was no basis for any of it. In fact,
Are we supposed to believe that everything was just like, was just bullshit? That none of it happened, none of it existed? Stop. Like, no. We're not in crazy town here.
They found were 5 children who are all above average height, above average weight, above average intelligence.
So,
who do very well.
Oh, yeah. They're all fucking the greatest.
They're above average weight. So he's saying, like, the only way that it could be that you were neglecting them and not feeding them and their clothes were stinky is if they were literal starving Africans. Well, I'm sorry, but if it was only had fallen to true shit for 3 weeks or a month or 6 weeks of just you not feeding them and stuff like that, they wouldn't yet be skeletons. It doesn't prove that you weren't feeding them and you weren't neglecting them for weeks, buddy.
Yeah.
But his flex is his children are fat. I just want to bring that out.
Yeah.
My
their
kids
studies,
are fat.
who are wildly involved, or their parents are wildly involved in their lives. Every single fucking interview that they had said one thing over and over: these kids really love their parents. The parents really love the kids, and the parents are always around.
What a defense! The kids love their parents. Wow.
Yeah.
What a high bar. My kids love me. Yeah, they should love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, even kids that are being horribly fucking beaten and abused will still say they love their fucking parents, asshole.
Yeah.
The kids, they're always there. We're at everything, and our kids are involved in tons of stuff. And in all of that, they're like, yeah, the only thing they ever had was there were drugs allegedly present in
the only thing.
But nobody is saying that you weren't a good father or Kayla wasn't a good mother for years and years or years. What we're saying is you guys fell into a pit of degeneracy and drugs and lost complete control and spiraled and then neglected your kids. That's what actually happened. And so why you're trying to pretend like it was 10 years of horrible abuse and the children must hate them. No. So you guys fell into a rabbit hole of degeneracy from which you just lacked any sort of self-control and you neglected your kids. Just admit to it, blame it on the fucking drugs, get off the fucking drugs, get your shit together, do your apology. Holy fuck, how could I have been so fucked up? and move on with your life.
Yeah.
But no, instead we all have to be gaslit. He didn't do no drugs. It's like saying I never ate any fucking cheeseburgers. Like, shut the fuck up, buddy. It's self-evident.
Home during this search. So once those were removed, it was a matter of, that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting story. And it got,
which one?
Yeah, that.
What story?
So once those were removed, it was a matter of.
The what? The
that.
The head.
So
Anyway.
this whole thing is the whole ordeal is his story.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to this next one. I don't know how much of this we're gonna do, but this one is how he tries to explain the 9-year-old's fucking having coke in the system.
All right.
So get ready for this incredible cope, which is that hair tests are heckin' racist and they fuck over black people, but they're accurate for white people, but your daughter's not black.
So
Slimo Jones says there's whining in the background. I think one of your kids are crying because they're starving or want more cocaine. The stuff that got you here to begin with.
Imagine reading
read that
and thinking you're winning, and reading that out, and it's not just some insane joke. It's actually reality.
It's literally
And then look at it. He laughs.
You have to laugh at it.
He's sick. Laughing at his 9-year-old daughter testing positive, and then Rekieta just shucks, he's being all selfish and shit.
He's red as Is it just me, or is it like his camera? He's like red.
He's trying to lean into it, but you can't lean into your daughter testing positive for cocaine.
Yeah, while you're on trial,
guys. The kids were never on cocaine. That's like if that's not what you get from this, the state saying, oh yeah, you could have your kid back, then you are a fucking retard, which I've been telling you.
We're the retards. Yeah.
But that's not necessarily the case, right? They've been temporarily placed in the custody of their parents because that's what's convenient.
Yeah. It's just temporary until the case is done.
Reach from the beginning, but I was willing to let this work out before
the fact that you believe anything that he's saying makes you the biggest retard.
It's like the test was positive.
Exactly.
Right? Like, there's nothing you can say or do that's going to change the fact that result was positive. All you can try and do is maintain, like, you have to hope that the people are ignorant of how the justice system works and, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, she couldn't have tested positive for coke and they put her back with them. No, it's just that the system is fucked.
Yes.
The system is fucked up. And they don't, under any circumstances, they really don't want to have to put kids into foster care because it is fucking horrible. So they're going to put them with the parents almost no matter what, if they can fucking justify it. And because Rekieta is like wealthy and stuff like this, and he's finally agreed to put the drug patch on his arm, and they let him have the kids come back. It doesn't mean that he's innocent of everything. It doesn't mean that.
Say, if you don't get it now, that there was never any issue, you're just straight up fucking retarded.
If you guys don't realize that if the state had any inkling that we had given a child cocaine, that we would be charged with felony child abuse,
you'd be dead.
The kids would not be around.
So just because the state doesn't have evidence to prove that you didn't dose your kid or didn't dose your kid with cocaine doesn't mean that you didn't.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Understand? What the state is going with, I think, is that it was an environmental contamination.
Yeah.
Okay. So, they're not saying there wasn't coke in her system. There was coke in her system. We now have to come up with an explanation as to why.
Why?
And some people believe that you did dose your daughter with that because of what Aaron said, that you believe cocaine is medicinal, and you've told him this, and she has some health problems that you might have thought you could treat with cocaine, is where that's coming from. But is it really any better if she accidentally got into your stash, or if she was dosed from the environment? I guess slightly. But at the end of the day, your 9-year-old still tested positive for cocaine.
Yeah, it's not as crazy, but it's still nuts. It's still the craziest thing ever. By the way, someone in chat said this is so true. Some kids have been sent back to worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes there is an injustice in in the justice system.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It happens, unfortunately.
That would not be a thing. Like, not just not be around. Like, we may not be out of jail until our hearing or until our like trial. Like, that's an extremely serious crime.
Yeah.
The problem was, I mean, hell, one of the state workers flat out said they don't believe that the child had actually ingested anything.
What?
Okay.
What are you talking about, though? That's such a like someone, one of the workers,
But, you know,
like one of them.
but I love now he relies on the credibility of state workers, to be
Exactly.
honest, right? Meanwhile, all the other state officers, you know, the police, they're all lying. But you can trust that one because they agree with me.
Yeah, one of them who's not on the record, not on the paper.
No, and, yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
It's a bullshit, unverifiable lie.
Exactly.
I haven't seen that in court documents. Maybe it's there. I don't know if I've read every single document, but I've read a lot of them.
Exactly.
They brought up environmental exposure. I haven't had an opportunity. That was actually my big problem with the whole thing was that that test was dropped on us less than 24 hours before our hearing.
Okay.
We had no opportunity to hire an expert. The state didn't have an expert. And we didn't have, that was the point of my entire objection was all I wanted was an objection to the admission of any discussion about the test until we could have it reviewed.
Yeah.
Or a continuance so that we could have it reviewed. Because when the state told us about the test.
God, nobody gives a
Yeah.
Like, seriously, man. Well, I wanted this continuance and this and that. It's like, listen, your daughter tested positive for cocaine, bro. This like legalistic babbling you're doing is not really helpful.
Can you believe it? They broke my rights. Which they didn't, first of all.
I fucking lost my mind.
I'm sure you did.
I said, that's impossible.
I'm sure everybody would.
Fucking impossible. And by the way, the state worker tried to lie to us and said that false positives on hair follicle tests are impossible. They said they cannot produce a false positive.
Who said this to you?
Nobody said
no
that.
one said this to him.
You're making this up to
bullshit.
try and make them seem unreasonable and insane.
Again,
right?
no name, no like a written statement.
Where is that?
One of
Where
them
is
said
that
it's
in writing?
impossible. That's fucking bullshit.
And for them to say, I mean, like, what? It's irrelevant if they said that or not. Like, it doesn't really actually affect the proceeding that they
But it's
said
to
that.
muddy the waters of
Yeah.
like the people listening, basically.
The state, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, government bad, guys.
Yeah, government.
The state's always wrong, and they never get it right, and it's evil, and we need to abolish the state. Okay.
Really? What if you misread the document right now? What about that?
That's the state.
False positive.
People ask, well, why didn't you get the child retested? We tried. They wouldn't do it.
Get
but-
the fucking bullshit.
Let's just keep testing the child until we get the result we
Bullshit.
want, until it's out of the system. I'm pretty sure they actually did order retests for all of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they actually did in the document. I might be wrong,
Maybe.
but I'm pretty
Alright.
sure all of the kids were tested twice.
Chat.
Mm-mm.
They wouldn't do it.
Yeah, of course not. Once they get what they need, they're done.
Yeah, Aquarius Neat says they literally retest if they get a positive, especially if they get a positive on a 9-year-old. I'm pretty sure I've read it in the documents. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've read that immediately they retested her and it confirmed.
They
the
would have
positive.
to. They would have to, right?
Yeah. Actually, the exact quote was the county is not interested in pursuing a second test.
Yeah.
That was because I said that's
Maybe. Are they right? No, someone's saying they did retest.
I honestly, I don't even really.
It doesn't even
matters.
matter.
This is the thing is,
Doesn't
he brings
matter.
it- what he does every single time is he brings up these random points that don't actually matter and then tries to have the argument on these minute little points that don't matter. And then if he wins that minute, then suddenly he's cleared of everything. And that's not how it works.
possible. There's no fucking way that test is accurate. Not a chance. But it was amazing. The whole thing has been so fucking insane. The last thing I was saying, I don't know where I got cut off, but the last thing I was saying was the fail rate on hair follicle tests for cocaine is 35%.
Yeah.
Across all ages and populations is actually higher amongst kids. False positives, false negatives. It's not a reliable test. And there's tons of information as to it not being reliable.
Well, it's
my biggest problem
the state uses.
You had coke in your house.
It's neither here nor there. So, it's like you fail the test, so you have to attack the credibility of the test.
Yeah.
That's really what this is about.
No. It's bullshit, though. There's coke found not only on your nose on video. We heard it. They found it. We know you were on it. We heard the fucking Aaron from there.
It's funny. There was only a false positive on the drug
that you had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem with it was that we never got to fight it at all.
The problem is
it's not 35%. He says it's less than 1%. I looked into it. There's no way they would use a drug test that has a 1/3 failure rate.
35% failure rate.
It's immediately a reasonable doubt. And so there would be no way they would use that. And it would just be inadmissible into evidence if what he was saying was actually true.
Yeah, that's like, come on.
But hey, why didn't we get to fight it? Because the government was happy with it just being out there.
Yeah, I don't. I seem to remember something in California where they kicked it out. They took it out of rotation in LA because it's racist. Because the test is racist against black people.
Horrifically.
Oh, here we are now. It's racist against black people.
Okay.
Let's just remember, Rekieta's daughter is not black.
It's horrifically racist.
She ain't black. She ain't black.
It's horrifically
it's actually
racist.
Irrelevant what they're saying.
Yes.
If you test a black guy and a white guy who do the same amount of cocaine in their hair, the black guys will test way higher.
Is that true?
Do you think that this argument, even let's grant it to them, right? Let's say it is true, which it's probably not, but let's say it is. Do you really think that this is going to sway their audience?
No, what they're saying is not true at all, unless someone found something else different. It's just there's a higher percentage of them caught with coke in their system. So yes, they are found with more drugs on them, but
they're gonna say, like, if you inject a black guy with 2 grams of cocaine and inject a white guy with 2 grams, the black guy will test positive for 4 grams.
No,
that's what they're gonna say.
Okay, what?
So they had to take it out. They should take it out everywhere.
Am I wrong?
It's totally bullshit. The hair shit.
A black person tests on average 4.5 times higher levels than a blonde.
4.5? 4.5 times more? So it's actually times 4, not just 2.
Person.
I don't believe that's the case.
Did someone find this?
Can they actually present any evidence of this shit? Because I could believe like a certain percentage higher, but 4.5 times the amount that they actually ingested will show up on tests if they're black.
That doesn't make any sense.
The implication is white people designed it this way to screw over black people.
Okay, what the?
Same amount of cocaine is ingested in controlled tests.
Mm-hmm.
So if people don't know how they do this, when they do controlled cocaine testing, they actually do intravenous administration of cocaine to make sure that the amounts are stable. They use medical grade.
Do black people have 4 times like
cocaine that they get?
And by the way,
specific laboratory.
No shit. California will call it racist. California would call anything racist.
Yeah,
man. Dick's eye there is not looking.
He
looks like a
butt pirate
monster of the week there.
This is all figured in because they have different types of cocaine testing. I've had to read a lot of cocaine testing, shockingly.
Yeah.
They do different types of it, though. They have some where it's self-reported, like, hey, I use this much cocaine, blah, 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 blah. But when they do the scientific testing on the hair follicle studies, they use a specific grade of cocaine that they get from specific government resources, and then they inject it so that it's injected at a consistent rate, consistent with people.
I am not finding a single article or study on any of this.
Dick looks so puzzled by what's being told. Like,
well, it's a lie. This is like made up. There's not even one Reddit. Like someone's like, hey, I saw this. No one's even discussing it.
And people may not realize this, but the measurements of cocaine and tests are consistent amongst body sizes as well, because it's the weight of cocaine.
I don't believe he knows any of this shit. He's gonna start talking about metabolites, and he mispronounces the metabolite he's talking about. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah,
He's pulling all of this out of his ass, and like it might convince somebody who's very gullible and stupid. But even anybody that's slightly skeptical or has any sort of pushback, these claims are going to fall apart. Dick looks skeptical. He looks confused.
I'm skeptical.
Present per weight of the hair, not weight of the person. So when you have like some tests, like
doesn't Dick look like a bulldog or something, like a Looney Tunes like dog? Like
he kind of looks like the dog that's on the mug root beer can.
Yes. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Blood alcohol and shit. It really is heavily dependent on the size of the person. A bigger person can have more alcohol in their blood. On cocaine, it's the weight of the hair. It's 1.5 grams of hair. No matter who it is, they use the same amount of hair to do the test. So when they do picograms per milligram, it's
even Dick's like, yeah, like Dick was like, can we not talk about this? It's boring.
None of this, man. It's boring. It's like, and it's all lies as well.
Lies, boring.
Milligram of hair that they use, but they're unreliable tests entirely. And so when we found out about it, the first thing we wanted was we wanted.
This is the thing is he knows better than the government. Unfortunately, it's the government who has the final say, bud.
Yeah.
So all of this is irrelevant bullshit. Seriously.
Well, it makes no sense.
Redone. Because there was no fucking way.
They should have wanted it redone. Like you can't be a responsible adult and say, oh, one of these kids tested positive in the hair. Like, let's just run it again and see. That's probably obviously bullshit.
Oh, and lots of people make a big deal about.
I'm pretty sure they did run it again.
No, but the way
some metabolite.
The way they're acting, like Nick being wrong, is impossible.
It's just impossible.
Like, there's no
It's gotta be that the whole world is wrong. Like no matter what evidence is presented, there has to be some way to get around it. There has to be some cope.
There's no way you could be wrong. I've ran the numbers 1,000,000 times.
The metabolite that was found, because people were like, oh, there's a metabolite. It's actually called benzocagnine. Benzocagnine. It's a weirdly pronounced thing. And it's the one metabolite of cocaine that actually is created outside of human bodies.
Oh.
It's a cocaine metabolite.
Yeah, we all definitely know what any of this shit means, including like, come on, man. We're experts on the metabolites. I love how he's suddenly an expert on drug tests.
Yeah.
Like these guys know. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend that I fucking am an expert on.
I have no clue. Yeah.
I don't fucking know. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think or you think or either of those two fucking bozos think. What matters is, does the government accept it as a test that's credible? Oh, yes, they do. And she failed the test. So guess what? That's what's going to be used, brother. Woo!
Cocaine metabolizes outside of human bodies and into this metabolite. It's pretty fucking interesting because there are other metabolites. There's coethyl.
He's a fake lawyer, but a real scientist. Yeah, it sounds like you have a real good grasp of it. Look in his eyes.
Coethyl.
Look at the bullshitting. Zoom in.
The bully daddy.
Bro. This is like when you start techno babbling on Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's like the molecules and the molecular level have shifted, and it's the electrolysis of the then has led to this result, Captain. Like, shut the fuck up, man.
Cataline or something, which is like cocaine.
The Cataline or something. Or something.
The dilithium crystals are not aligned. It's the
and then there's
silver.
There's norococaine, which is a different metabolite.
Beam me up, April.
Oh, fuck.
Beam me up, April.
Yeah, Rodimus Prime says he went to med school and there's no such thing as a metabolite produced outside the human body. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, right?
Beat me up, April.
Because it's in the metabolism. Hence the term metabolite, right? I don't know, I'm just a fucking layman. But how can you go through your metabolism if it's not in your body?
You
Bump me up, Kayla.
Bump me
Bump
up.
me up, Kayla.
Bump me up.
None of those were found on the tests. It was only the one test where the sole metabolite that was found was the metabolite that occurs
my
outside of the human body.
Man.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, like Dick's like, yeah. What do you mean, yeah? You don't
You
know
can tell
anything.
he just really wants this to move on.
He's like, can we?
I don't know. It's not like I've read 40 fucking scientific papers on it now.
Oh, he's read 40 scientific papers.
Oh no!
Even Dick doesn't believe he read 40 scientific papers.
Get a load of this fucking guy.
By the way, you sure could read them. I don't know if you understood them though. Just because you read something doesn't mean you comprehend what you're fucking reading, dumbass.
Oh my god!
They should test the cops.
Oh, if you hear,
Oh yeah!
There's the old libertarian. There was the cops who planted the coke, and they were sniffing it beforehand.
Yeah.
We gotta test those cops. They were the ones who were taking chunks off of it in evidence in Discovery Locker.
How about let's watch the fucking tape? Oh wait, we can't.
Honest Doubter says, could they have blank your kids while they had them?
Listen,
Dose them, I guess dose them. They have a syringe there.
Yeah, the
again,
kids were injected with cocaine.
The cops went in there.
We're actually taking this shit seriously.
If they did, you'd want that video, wouldn't you?
I know Roman Bellic.
I'm not-
Why go to med school when you can just read like 40 papers about medicine? You're good
Right?
to go.
Yeah.
going to say,
You don't have to
Let's-
dose air.
let
You just up.
let's just say, it seems that there is actually an explanation, and that explanation will be
here it
raised
is.
at the appropriate time. The appropriate time is not on the internet.
So why are you
my
talking
God.
then? If the appropriate time to explain things is not on the internet, then why are you talking
I
about
have
all
the
the cases
exact
in the first
reason
place?
that will
He knows
solve this
exactly
entire
why.
thing. But I
Just 2
can't
more
say it.
weeks, bro. Which, by the way, it's obviously going to be that Aaron dosed the kid,
Yeah.
or that it was Aaron's negligence.
Yep.
He dropped the fucking bullet of cocaine, and the kid got into it.
Negative flap.
That's what it's going to be. I bet.